Hola, buenas noches. Or, yes, nighttime, so can't say. Tardes. Hello, Tanya, my lovely. Excuse me. Right, how is Daniel feeling about you, Alana? Let's have a look. Goodness sake. Jumpy cards today. Alana, are you in no contact, my lovely? Okay. Yeah, okay, my lovely. Now, when I ask, when I connect to the energies of your specific person, I always connect with their higher self, not the 3D self, okay? The 3D self is the old self, the old version of them. That's just the version of them that you're thinking of at this current time. So he wants to tell you something here. He thinks about you all day long. You're always on his thoughts. But this is not him. This is his higher self saying you need to be more balanced. Okay? Because you can have a really peaceful, loving connection here. You can get him to express all the love that you want to you, but you've got an old story there. And you need to rewrite the new love story that how you want him to be treating you and how you want him to be showering you with love and affection, and not focusing on he only rings me every couple of days. and what other old story you've got about him and assumptions, because what you assume becomes fact. So the advice for spirit for you is not to pass judgment on this. That's why you've got to rewrite the thoughts that you're having that are not getting you the constant communication and the love you want from him. He is a reflection of you. Everybody that you know in your reality that you are consciously aware of, your family, your friends, him, your work colleagues, the woman in the corner shop, whatever, they are all acting the part you've given them to play in your movie, with your thoughts and assumptions about yourself and about them, and what you think that they think and feel about you. So what do you want Daniel to be thinking and feeling about you? Okay, you want him to be thinking how he is the luckiest man on earth, how you are his main priority, how you are the only woman he's got eyes for, how much he loves you, adores you, cherishes you, and cares for you. How would you be feeling? You'd be feeling loved, cherished, adored, desired, pursued, wanted, cherished, cared for. Okay, spirit is telling you, his higher self is telling you that he wants to give you all the love in the world, but your assumptions, because you're not balanced enough within you, is when you think of him, you're thinking and reacting instead of, no, this is how I feel in our loving relationship. When you shift your energy, you will get the communication, you will get him telling you everything that you want. Okay, because he hears you energetically. And when you're saying things like, oh, you know, if he's not ringing you every day, you're assuming that you're second best and you're not good enough and you're not worthy enough and that he doesn't have time for you because he's busy or whatever situation it is. No, no, no. You need to change the story, and that's what they're telling you on these two cards. Because the two of you can have a beautiful, peaceful relationship where he is telling you everything you want. You don't need to open your mouth. You don't need to say anything to him. You just think it. And when you keep to your story and keep thinking and not reacting and not telling yourself and going into the old story, you will see him shift. Tanya will back me up because Tanya has been listening to my other channel. She's had mentoring. She knows now, she's seen her person in a different light, and her person is now showering her with love and affection. And if she has a wobble and he goes into the old way, she gets back on her bike and keeps pedaling to the new story, how she does want him to be treating her. So, my lovely, he is there for you. You're just not seeing the version of him that you want. You're looking at the old version and reacting to the crappiness of the old script you've written for him. Finish that book. Write the love story that you do want between you. He is just showing up as the version that you're thinking about yourself, about him, and what you think he thinks and feels about you. What do you want him to be thinking and feeling about you? How do you feel about yourself? That you are good enough, you are worthy enough, you are beautiful, you're first best, you're always chosen, you're magnetic, you're sexy, you're number one, you're important. Okay, change your self-concept. You will see the change in him. Because he does love you. He thinks about you all day long. You're just not seeing that side of him because you're focusing on the old shitty version of him that isn't treating you how you want. Right. I love the Spanish language. I wish I could say more in Spanish. It went in one ear and out the other, but I can remember. La cuenta, por favor, dos cerveza, por favor. Only little bits. Right. Let's have a look what any messages are for you. Okay, Cody, there is a man, sorry, a man in spirit here. Now, I don't know whether it is a grandfather or a father. I feel it's an older man. I don't feel it's a brother or anybody your age. I feel he's older man, maybe a close uncle or somebody, but there's a man in spirit here. I don't feel it's a spirit guide. I feel is somebody who's a relative. May have been well traveled, so may have been in the services, may have been just somebody who liked to travel a lot here. I'm not getting him through clearly. I'm getting water as well, so may have lived near water, may have passed in water. I don't know, something about water that they're showing me here. Maybe it's my galactic brother. Maybe if grandfather and father are still here, then it must be somebody else. So they're just saying about the person that you want in your life. Turn your back on your emotions that are not serving you. Okay, you've got to turn your back on all the sort of trigger points. Well, not, you've got to deal with them within you. Okay, turning your back on your emotions that are not serving you here. Be on your strict mental diet. Look at this queen. She's got the owl with her. She's wiser now. She's got her sword to cut out those swords of your mental thoughts, cups of your emotions. So she cuts out the thoughts that are not serving her. So what this person is telling you is that they've got your back. The universe wants to bring your SP to you, whether it's an ex or, you know, a specific person or somebody new. They want to bring them to you, but you're letting your emotions and your old thought patterns get in the way. Clear them, you will have what you want. Okay? So that's the message for you. This person is sending their love to you. Just thinking, they certainly watch over you all the time. Again, I'm seeing water. It's Cyan's dad. He passed away a few years ago. Okay, was he on a ship? Was he something to do with water? I just feel that something about water here. And I'm seeing like a ship up in the clouds there, like an old galleon. Can you see it as well? Are you like seeing this ship shape, Bristol factory? So if it is, then he's saying his son, look, you know, his son wants to reveal his truth to you. He wants to be there for you, but you need to turn your back on the emotions that are not serving you here. Be on your throne. Be in your power. It has nothing to do with your SP. So perhaps he's helping to push you two together as well. Where did that deck of cards go? Oh, there. Wonder where they're gone. Thought Spirit had nicked me old deck. Right, okay. Then it must be him then. put them back over there and I know where they are. Slippery little suckers. So how have you been, Tanya? Have you been okay? Had a busy day? Hello, Mary, my lovely. Oh, that's nice, Tanya. And hello, Wendy. Just when you thought it was safe to go in the water, Sophia turned up to bite your bum. Yes, and of course it was dry day Friday, so it's been dry today for shopping. Haven't really done a lot today because I'm a multimillionaire set for life and can do whatever I like. So yes, I've had a lovely lazy day today. Did you pass your exam, Wendy? Hello, Beatrice. How are you? Oh, right, sorry, half asleep. Okay, just before I do your Beatrice, Madra, you've sent me a request to pay you, my lovely. Which quite often people do. Don't worry. Don't feel that you've done anything wrong. You just need to actually pay. Right. Beatrice, let's get yours question. How does S feel about you? Ooh. Oh, 2 of Cups. How lovely. Obviously loves you. He loves you. He wants to kiss you. Woo. Definitely working on things here. Oh, and the ones that fell on the floor as a Brucey bonus. Look how he finds you attractive and wants to propose to you, or, you know, even if you're in no contact, wants to be with you here. I will explain a little bit more. So Beatrice, are you in contact or no contact with your SP? In contacts. Oh, well, if you're wondering how he feels about you and you're in contact and he is not showing you this, then you must have the block somewhere. Okay, you don't really talk much. Right, well, you need to change that because you're holding on to that. It's your reality. He is conforming to the part you've given him. No, he contacts me every single day. I love how he tells me every single day how much he loves me, adores me, and cherishes me, how he's only got eyes for me. I am the most important person in his life. I'm all he thinks about all day long. I'm his true heart's desire. I'm the love of his life. It feels so good. We're such a perfect couple. Everybody tells us what a perfect couple we are. Change your thought process, because your thoughts are what is making him show up the way he is. Why are you putting yourself second best? Oh, he just rings me every now and again. He's too busy. You're making yourself second best. You're not making yourself a priority. You're writing a shit script for him and he's playing it out. This guy loves you. He thinks you're absolutely beautiful. What do mermaids do? What do mermaids do? To lure the sailors onto the rocks. They sing their beautiful song that goes to the ears of the sailors, and they go where the sound of the song is. You've got to shift your energy so that you're calling him to you energetically, because he hears you, but he will think it's his thoughts. My lovelies, my lovely, you've got, this guy loves you to bits. He's just turning up the way you're thinking. Okay, so no, I am first best. Work on your self-concept. Work on what you want him to be telling you. You don't need to open your mouth and say anything to him. You need to ring me more. You need to tell me you love me more, whatever. When you know that you're first best, you know you're a priority, and you're imagining all the words you want him to say, he will start conforming and giving you that. Yeah, magician and the mirror. His higher self is reminding you, you're the magician. He's the mirror. He is you pushed out. He's playing the part you're giving him. Everyone is you pushed out. How you think and feel about yourself, how you think and feel about him, and what you think he thinks and feels about you. What you want him to be thinking and feeling about you. That he is the happiest man on this planet. That he is so lucky to be with you. You're a goddess queen. He has only ever had eyes for you. You're the only woman he has eyes for. You are his priority. You're his number one. Every time you contact him, he is like blowing up your phone because he's so happy to hear from you. In fact, he's the one that initiates contact first. Every morning, I get a text message from him telling me how much he loves me. Start affirming what you do want to be seeing and not what you're not seeing, because you're keeping that in place. And again, you know, Tanya has had hot and cold behavior from her SP. She's finally done the work on herself, finally changed the story about her SP, and now he is just showering her with love and affection. And she didn't need to open her mouth. Yeah, you may have some loyalty issues with him. So you may be thinking, again, you're putting yourself as second best, or you've been through a rough time with other people, previous partners, or whatever. You're in this despair. You're the one that is doubting this. From these cards, he loves you. You're just keeping his energy away from you, okay? Yeah, so Spirit is warning you, Beatrice, to pay attention to the red flags. What are your trigger points when you get triggered, or where are your thoughts dominantly through the day? Again, he obviously doesn't like me as much as I like him, because if he did, he'd be ringing me all the time. He never replies to my messages. You've got to change that to what you do want to be seeing. He loves me. He contacts me every single day, tells me every day how much he loves me and adores me. Whatever you want to be seeing, you have to shift your thoughts to that. It's not going to happen overnight. So in the meantime, while he is picking up on those energy thoughts that you're sending out, you can't keep reacting. You have to work back on your self-concept. I am good enough. I am worthy enough. I am deserving enough. I am a total goddess queen, simply the best, everything beautiful. I am cared for. I feel so cared. I feel so loved and adored by him. I love it when he tells me how much he loves me. I love it when he showers me with his love, affection, and appreciation for me. How would you feel if you were getting the attention that you wanted from him? You have to get into that feeling. Then your relationship, you'll be married. He'll propose to you, but not in the current energy you're in. Yeah, maybe something from your childhood. Okay, something, perhaps your mother wasn't very loving towards you, or your parents broke up, or your mother is quite a negative person in your life. You know, my mother is very negative, Nancy. Okay, you know, the whole world hates her or whatever. So there's something from your childhood that is in your subconscious that you fear things. Okay, you got insecurities. So working on your self-concept, and how would you want to be if you were in a beautiful relationship? Because he loves you, really, really loves you here. You've got the skills to do it. The two of you got the skills to be together. Don't let your doubts and fears and insecurities come in. How do you want to be treated by him? So just change yourself. What did Tanya put there? Yes, he says all the words I say in my head, the words I want him to say. He sends me a text message every morning, calls me several times a day. All I want, he does. Good, good, good. But it's taken Tanya a little while to work on herself and turn this around. But now he's playing the part in her movie that she wants him to play. Because he's her thoughts pushed out. So how do you want him to be treating you? So I just noticed that some of these were upside down. I don't do upside down cards. Just where they've fallen on the floor, I've put them wrong. So, my lovely, when you think thoughts like, let me get my book. So, thoughts that you should be having about yourself should be things like, you know, I feel so cared for. I know I'm meant to be cared for and to receive love. I know I'm a good person, deserving of love. I know I'm loved, desired, wanted, and cherished. I am lovable, adorable, and desirable. Okay, and then about your SP, you know, he just showers me with his love and affection, appreciation every day. He spoils me absolutely rotten. Just feels so good. It's just so wonderful, incredible, amazing, and awesome. You know, I'm a total goddess queen, simply the best. I am important, chosen, and first best. I love being pursued by S, as he only has eyes for me. I'm his true heart's desired. You know, getting to those sort of things that you're saying. There's lots of self-concept affirmations you can listen to on things. So when you think, oh, he doesn't like me, you know what? No, he loves me. He never calls me. Oh, he calls me all the time. He's constantly messaging me, telling me how much he loves me and loves being with me. He always makes me a priority. Okay, he wants to spend all his free time with me. Start changing it around, my lovely. How you want him to be thinking and treating you. And Tanya, I bet you're not feeling half as well. You shouldn't be feeling anything stressed like you were before on this journey, because now you can see that I wasn't just kicking your ass for nothing. That it did work out how you wanted. You just had to believe it and see it yourself. And you finally did, and I'm very, very proud. Very proud. Aww. You got the romantic version. You got the romantic version in the end. How lovely doubly. Did you, Tanya, as well, when you'd worked on your self concept enough and knew how you wanted him to be treating you, did you just surrender it then? Did you just say, you know what, it's done, I've done enough, whatever, and just go about your day enjoying your day? And then, boom, it finally happened. And when you said it was done, did you then, although you were getting on with your day, were you still feeling as if you were together? So when he popped up in your head during the day, you were like, it's done, he's already mine, we're already together. Was that the sort of thing you were going around feeling? Or did you just completely let it go and thought, you know what, I'm not asked about him? Whenever you thought about him, what did you think during the day when you were still thinking about him? Did you just block it out and say, no, it's done, I've done enough? What was sort of your process towards the end before you saw the change? Good, but you just got rid of the looking for it all the time. You just were like, no, it's done, and then just going about your day as if he was already with you, which is good. Yes, living in the end. Love it, love it, love it. So, like I say, so pleased for you. Hello, Jackie. How are you? Took Tanya quite a long time, didn't it? Took a good few months. Excuse me. But Jess, don't go by anybody else's timings, because, you know, Tanya had a lot of ups and downs because he was around her in her life. They weren't, well, they did, you did go in contact and no contact, didn't you, for a while? And then you sort of learnt about the self-concept side and taking your focus off him so much. And then, so it's been a couple of months, hasn't it, Tanya? It must have been a good few months, because then you did see movement, but then you started to doubt again, didn't you? You went back to doubting, and the old story, so the old version of him popped back up again. You went into that where you were doing really well, and then it sort of tapered back off again, didn't it? But now you've got it back on track, and now you're getting the results you wanted. Yeah, 6 months. Yeah. It doesn't matter how long you've been in no contact or how long you've been getting hot and cold behavior. The length of time it takes you to get what you want is when you are feeling it natural, and you are not looking back at, oh, it's been 3 years, it's been a year, it's been whatever, however long, and it's not working. No, you're manifesting from the point where you realize that it's all about you, and he's you pushed out, and that you're the only one to change your thoughts about yourself and about him, and what you want him to be thinking and feeling about you. And then you start to feel that every day. You're not looking for it anymore, because you know you've already got it, and that's when you'll see the shift. So what about then, Tanya? How long did it take you once you really realized that it was all about you? That was really just a matter of weeks, wasn't it, before you saw the final, when you finally trusted and believed in yourself as the creator, and that he was you pushed out. It was only a couple of weeks, wasn't it? Right, Cody, sorry. I was just reading the, yeah, 3 weeks. So when Tanya actually thought, you know what? Because once you've decided what you want, it's already created. The reason you don't see it so quickly is because you keep looking for it. Just know it's done. It's created. Go about your day doing whatever, working on your self-concept. Every time you think of your SP, we're in a happy relationship. It's already done. Okay. Wanting money, it's already done. Wanting a job, it's already done. Okay. So you'll see the change. You will see the change, my lovely. Right, Coty, my lovely. I would like advice related to job. I missed my last job as a healthcare assistant, so I'm thinking do it again. Then you can have been do anything, Coty. You know that by now. Right, advice for Coty. Okay, my lovely. So, Spirit is saying here that you've got a lot to give. Okay, you've got a lot to give. You've got a very loving heart. You're very friendly with people. You love chatting to people. So, Spirit is just saying here, don't let anybody tell you anything different. You do what you want to do. Don't let your own pride get in the way. Don't put pressure on yourself. You might put a lot of pressure on yourself, or you may have had a lot of pressure put on you by somebody before. Don't overthink things. Okay, just attract to you what you want. You can have and do whatever you want. Okay, you've got a lot to give. You're a very friendly person. It may not be in healthcare. It can be anything dealing with the public. You can adapt to anything in the public sector because you love people, you love talking to people, people understand you, people see you as like an agony aunt sort of thing. So you're very good. What is your heart telling you to do, and attract it to you. I am the angel of peace. I bring you new tranquility and a smoother road ahead. There you go. So when you focus on what you do want and don't start overthinking things, attract to you what you do, what feels right in your heart. Definitely with people, you've got a lot to give. You're a very loving person. You've got a big heart. You're very friendly. Anything. You don't need to even work out what it is. Just get into the feeling of how would you feel. Imagine a friend saying, wow, Coty, what is you're so amazing at your job. It will start to flow. Your inner conversations will start to flow. Yeah, I love talking to people. I love helping people. The universe will bring your ideal job to you that is perfect for you. Think about what money. Say to your friend, yeah, I earn, so many euros an hour or a year. My hours are this. You think about the money you want, the hours you want, and how far you want it from work, from your home. The universe will deliver it to you. Attract what you want. Ask what you want. Okay? So, anything that's to do with the public, you'll be good at. Right, Danielle. Yesterday it was all G's and Geminis, and today it's all S's. Everybody has had an S. And Danielle, if you've just popped in here and you haven't been looking at the chat feed, go back and listen to the chat feed, because Tanya's been telling people in the chat how she changed her self-concept, changed her thoughts about her person, and now he is conforming and showering her with all the love and affection that she wanted from him from months of hot and cold behavior. It is not about your SP, my lovely. It's you. What do you think he's thinking and feeling about you? How are you seeing yourself? What do you want him to be thinking and feeling about you? Go and read back in the chat when I've done your reading. Oops. Yeah, I can see that. No contact, stalemate situation. Okay, my lovely. So definitely give him space. Okay? Because the reason you had an argument is because he triggered the fuck out of you, and with your insecurities and your doubts and fears, you lashed back out and you got nowhere. Okay? When you react, you get nowhere, my lovely. So I know that you've been starting the ball rolling, realizing that you had to change your self-concept, but you can't expect to change a lifetime of thinking in a couple of days. So Spirit is saying here in his energies, look, he loves you. Ooh. Okay, the love is there. It's not gone anywhere until you decide you don't want him anymore. And I don't mean when you're just in an angry mode and you're throwing your toys out the pram. I mean when you really don't give a shit about him anymore. And you obviously do. Okay, you do love him. But at the moment, all it's done is, you know, he wants to give you what you want. A committed relationship. He loves you, wants to give you what you want. But it's gone into no contact, a stalemate situation, guarding of hearts. Okay, so he's just fed up with the struggle, the arguments between you. He's gone into shutdown mode. Okay, he is wanting to talk to you. He is wondering what you're doing. But even if he contacted you or you contacted him, you haven't worked on yourself enough, sweetheart. So where's it going to get you? A week down the line, he'll press your buttons, you'll react, and you'll end up going into no contact again. So his higher self, which knows the bigger picture, is saying you have to have your appreciation of yourself. You have to know that you're on your pedestal, that you are good enough, and you have to work through your fears. Okay, you do your own head in. Look at you sat there, caught up in your emotions, with your head in your hand going, ah, because your emotions are scattered all over the place. You're sleeping under the swords. All the swords are your mental thoughts, your heartache, your heartbreak, your old story. Spirit is saying you got to put the work in. Make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take, and they're telling you to work on yourself. Okay, think about what you want, think about you, and think fruitful thoughts. Look at all this beautiful thoughts. They're all ripe, beautiful thoughts. It's attracting all the bees and the birds to her. If this fruit, the thoughts you're thinking are all rotten fruit, so you're repelling all the bees. Okay, your energy is repelling him. Sweetheart, please, I would rather that instead of you wasting money on readings, you book a one-to-one mentoring session with me, so that I can give you all the affirmations and help you to shift your energy. Okay, that's what I'm here for. You can have your beautiful, loving relationship with him, but not in the current energy you're in, because you've got such a low self-concept of yourself. You're putting yourself as second best. You're thinking it's all about him. He is way up on your pedestal, lording it over you. You've got a shit storyline that you've given him. You don't trust him. You don't think you're good enough. You've got a fear of him going off with other people. Please let me help you with a one-to-one Skype or FaceTime session. Because you, until you get out of this, you're not going to see the results you want. You're just going to get back in contact with each other, it'll fall apart again. Get back in contact together, he'll trigger you, fall apart again. It's going to be hot and cold behavior for however long it's going to take, until you start appreciating yourself, working on your self-concept, and knowing that you are first best. You are good enough. And when you have worked on your self-concept and you've given him a different storyline in your thoughts, he will start conforming, and you will start seeing the loving S that you want and not the hot and cold one. But you have to change first. He is a mirror. He is a messenger of your thoughts. So what you think and feel about yourself, what you think and feel about him, And what you think he thinks and feels about you is what you're getting back. End of. So until you change, you're not going to get your beautiful, loving relationship, because you can't sustain and maintain it, because he triggers the fuck out of you. You can have it, but it's going to take time to work on yourself. You've got a lot of old doubts, fears and insecurities and negative thought patterns that are there stopping you from getting the relationship you want. And until you've unpicked them and worked on your self-concept, and I can give you all the guidance, you're not going to see any change. It's not up to him to change. He's just acting the part you've given him. He's an arse. I don't trust him. He does this. He does that. Him. Blame, 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 blame. He's just you pushed out. He's just acting the part you've given him along the way. You change, he will change. You change your story about him, he will change. It's not going to be overnight. With Tanya, it took her 6 months to work on her self-concept, and then 3 weeks when she finally did, when he changed. Not saying yours will be that long, but it doesn't have to be a long time. I've changed people once I realized that it was all me, how I thought about them. I started changing people in my life. Instead of thinking they're an arse, or they're an argumentative bitch, or they're so negative, or they don't treat me very nicely, I changed to how I would want them to be treating me, and they changed. Within days, some of them. That's how quick you can turn it around. But not in the current energy. You need to work on yourself. So he loves you. He is wondering what you're doing. He's finding it a struggle. He's just doing a lot of thinking, because you're up and down in your emotions. So he's up and down. Until you become centered and know that you're good enough, know that you're a fucking goddess queen, or as Tanya says, a badass bitch for her, then, you know, you're not going to see the changes. There is no one to change but self. You don't have to believe any of that. You can carry on going through your life unconsciously creating your life instead of consciously creating it, and selecting the thoughts that you do want, so that you have a nice life, instead of focusing on everything is shit, everybody treats me shit, he's an asshole. Because that's what you're going to keep seeing. If you're expecting him to change, he might change. But if you don't change, you're going to have the same thought patterns. He's an ass. Don't get mad at yourself. When you get triggered, the art is to not react. You know, if he said something like, oh, for fuck's sake, Danielle, you're so clingy, you're so this, you're so that. Instead of arguing back, just go, yeah, I am. You're quite right. Yeah, I am. Whatever. Okay. And then in yourself go, shit. So what's that showing me? It's showing me that what did I get triggered on? A jealousy issue, an insecurity issue, a comment that he made. You have to tweak it within yourself. Work through it. But when you react, it's because you're not getting what you want. They're not treating you how you want. They say something and you react because you lash out of anger, frustration, upset. But when you have your self-concept, you don't get triggered like that anymore. Why? Because you're like, yeah, in your head, you're like, yeah, right, whatever. I'm a fucking goddess queen. I am first best and I'm always chosen. But when you change your self-concept, everybody treats you differently anyway. You don't get anybody treating you shit anymore. So don't get mad. Don't be mad. Just see it as, it's just another trigger I have to. It doesn't matter if, you know, you go into no contact 60 times. If it takes you 60 times for you to come back to yourself and work on yourself and give him the different story how you do want him to be treating you, my lovely, it will take 60 times. It's not over. It's not over till you say it's over. When you finally decide, you know what, I've got no feelings for him, or I can't be asked with this anymore, I'm going to go and find someone new. That's when it's over. Not when he says it is, or just because you've had a fight. Circumstances do not matter. So wipe your tears. Don't bother contacting him until you have worked on yourself. Just say to yourself, he always understands me. You know, we had an argument. I've apologized. He's apologized. Do it energetically. Then he'll probably just get in touch with you anyway and just be like, it never happened. You can revise the argument as well, that it never happened. You can just go back to the day when you had the argument, just revise the day to how you would have wanted it to have happened. You can revise, use revision to help you. So it's not over. It's not over. You just need to really come back to working on yourself and looking at what triggered you so that you can purge it and deal with it so it doesn't come up again. Okay, Kitja. I assume you're more or less. More or less. Kitja. Okay, career reading. Okay. Just have a swig of me drink. I've just done, Danny, I don't know if you've got Instagram. On a Friday, I do a mentoring session. You know, listen to the last few Fridays that I've done, or all of them. You know, listen to them, listen to the other channel, work on you. When you become the change and you change your thoughts about your person, you know, we live, you know, I am happily and blissfully living with S. I just feel so loved and cherished and adored and cared for by him. He just spoils me rotten. He just showers me with his love, affection, and appreciation every day. I love how he tells me every day how much he loves me and cherishes me. Okay, he thinks about me all day long. He's only got eyes for me. It just feels so good. You've got to get into the feeling of you being in that beautiful relationship. Okay, but working on yourself. Self-concept affirmations. Dylan James affirmations. Listen to them overnight. Let them go into your subconscious. 21 days. It takes 21 days to form a new brain pathway to what you do want, okay, to form a habit. So give it a go. Got nothing to lose. Oh, you're a badass goddess queen, sorry. But then you just let yourself down, Tanya. Right. More or less career, sorry. Danny, just don't play a victim in your own movie or an extra in his movie. It's your movie. You're the leading lady. You're the writer. You're the director. Direct your characters with your thoughts, not verbally. You know, Dylan James gives loads of advice. Shelley Bullard. There's lots of people. My videos on my other channel. Okay, more or less. Excuse me. Right, you seem to be caught up in your emotions a little bit here. Okay, you're hiding away here. You may be stressing, you may be worried, you may not be very healthy at this current time, but you're definitely pressing the pause button here. This hangman can reach up and untie her feet. Okay, so you're just dangling, waiting here. So you may be waiting for a job offer, you may be waiting for things to change, circumstances to change. You may be waiting for something or for others. Just reach up, untie your feet. What is it you want? And that's what Spirit is telling you here. Okay, look at her wishing here. Making a wish. Ace is a new start, a new beginning. Okay, your crown chakra has been activated. Your crown chakra. Okay, the top chakra, your connection with your higher self, with Spirit. Okay, what is it you truly desire to do? You know, don't get caught up in your emotions, because you can have all the happiness and joy that you want in a job. I don't have any tarot cards that are going to tell me you're going to be a nurse or a doctor or a solicitor or a waitress or whatever. Okay, so I can't tell you what field it's going to be in. I do have the children card. Now, it could be that you're very good working with children. It may be that you want to work with children. If not, then it can just be believe in yourself like children believe. Look at the time of year we're now. All those children writing their Christmas lists to Father Christmas because they believe that Father Christmas is going to be bringing them the things that they're sending to him on their list. Believe and trust like children do. Believe in yourself. Okay, so basically get out of the negative thoughts you're having, putting on pause what you want. Think about what you truly want, what your heart truly desires to do. Have faith and trust in yourself and believe, and you will get what you want. The universe, God, whatever you believe in, will bring it to you. Yeah, that if you're waiting for the new opportunity, then imagine that somebody is congratulating you. Imagine when you're falling asleep at night, instead of worrying and stressing about it or thinking, oh my God, what if I don't get it or whatever, just imagine a friend saying to you, hey, more or less, I know that's not your name, but hey, Kay, you know, how's your new job? Oh my God, it's amazing. Just in your head, just a short scene that implies that you've got the job. How would you be feeling if you got the job? What would you be telling a friend who's asking you about the job? Oh my God, it's amazing. You know, I'm so good at my job. I'm the best in the department or whatever. I'm best at what I do. I'm highly respected, valued, appreciated. This is what I earn. This is my hours. It's only 5 minutes down the road. Whatever you want, okay? Start bringing in the positives, not focusing on the negatives, because your thoughts harden into things in the 3D. Everything you see around you that is man-made started in someone's imagination before it was born into the world. Okay? Aeroplanes, mobiles, iPads, whatever, everything that you see around you. So imagine what you want, it will be born into the 3D. So if you're worrying and stressing, you're keeping the old negative cycle in place. Imagine a friend having a telephone conversation with you or asking you, how's your new job opportunity, congratulating you on it. Congratulations on your new job. How is it? Oh my God, it's amazing. Blah, 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 blah. And then just rattle off how you would feel if you had that job. Then it will come to you. And even if that job doesn't come to you, another job just as amazing will. Excuse me. You're welcome, my lovely. That's what I'm here for. To help you all to get your SPs, your jobs, your money, whatever it is that you want. Just don't forget to invite me to the wedding. Good, good. Can't wait. Yes, that's what I was thinking. That I was thinking Neville's Abdullah saying, "Who told you you were going to marry him? You're already married to him." Yeah, I posted the invitation. Yeah. Okay, guys, how are we doing for time? Right, give it another 10 minutes. Oh, Wendy, and you're in contact daily. Woo, another success story. Loving it, loving it, loving it. Another S. Everybody's person has been an S today. And yesterday, everybody's person was a Gemini or a G. Spooky. Well, the majority of yesterday's, but I'm sure all the people that I've done today, their person has been an S. Oh, look. Thinks you are the Empress. So beautiful. I suppose that would be bloody, because I sang in it. YouTube will pick that up as a copyright. Right. Just, you know, he's noticed that you're not judging him anymore. There's no judgment there anymore. So he's wanting that sort of reconciliation. Oh, new start, new beginnings. He wants to love you. He wants to pet you. He can see the change in you, even if he hasn't said it. Energetically, he can see you're different. Because you've got your self-concept. You know you're good enough. You know you're good enough. Yeah, so he is, right, okay, let's have these in. Yeah, so he is getting caught up in his, did you say he's with somebody else at the moment? Is he with somebody else? But he's definitely having that tower moment. He's definitely got lots of feelings for you. Feeling pretty miserable where he is. Wants to offer you his love. If he is with somebody else, then I've got these that he's telling me here. You know, with this person, turning his back on them, doesn't want to be with them, wants to separate from them. That's if he is with somebody else. I can't remember if he is. If not, then let's pretend. Oh, he's dumped her already. Whoa! There you go. That's why they came out. There's no going back to that person. Okay. Oh, all my little angels having their success stories. Mummy Angel is so proud. Oh, yes, he loves you. Ooh, ended it straight away, told me he dumped. Oh, yes, crown chakra. Knows it's you he loves. 2 of Cups. Oh, I do love a success story. And your cards had definitely shifted, hadn't they, in the last few energy readings before you got in contact with him. Was definitely changing. And to have dumped her as well, amazing. He only has eyes for you. Oh yeah, the door to spirit is wide open now. Okay, because you've connected with your higher self, you've connected with your inner goddess, it's made him connect to, you know, that download is coming through him as well. He knows that you're the person he wants. Definitely. Definitely. Oh yeah, he is passionate about you and he is revealing lots to you, or he will be opening up a lot more. Oh, yes. The door is open. Oh, and he's serious now. This time he's serious. Okay. As we had not been in contact for 7 months, I had no idea he was seeing anyone. Yes, my energy has shifted big time. Yes. And he's serious about you. Okay, he is serious. So keep believing in it. Well, I think you do now anyway. Ooh, reconciliation. Oh, yes, a lot more communication backwards and forwards between the two of you and putting down roots together. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. I didn't do 2 dream cards, did I? Dream. Ooh. Come back here, you little slippy sucker. Yeah, again, the judgment card. So rebirths, reconciliations, no judgment this time. Yeah, movement coming. Okay, so there's a lot more movement coming that you're not seeing yet. So more is to come. Oh, look at him. Look at him. Wanting you back in his life forever. Love it. Yeah, just make sure your mind doesn't go into any chaos. Okay, just keep that office tidy. Keep your mind tidy. Yeah, and remember you're beautiful. Remember your self-concept. If you do have any little triggers, remember, don't react, don't argue with him. Just agree, whatever, or just suck it up. Then go and change it in your thoughts. You've changed all the thoughts. You're starting, like you say, when you are affirming what you want to be seeing and how you're thinking you want your person to treat you, they pick up on that energy, that your thoughts go to them. So he is now reflecting back to you what you wanted, just like with Tanya's person, just like your person. It's like you're getting the shot of the, like you say, the shot of truth serum coming out. Didn't have a COVID booster. He had a truth serum. But it's all good. It's all good. Beautiful cards, Wendy. Beautiful cards. Remember, if something triggers you, don't shoot the messenger, which is him. Just see it as politely, deal with it in the best way. Respond to it, however, or don't even respond to it. Just, agree to disagree if you like. Revise something if you have to, or just affirm what you do want. What is this showing me? Remember, why was I triggered? What's it showing me? What little sneaky fucking negative Nancy thing popped up that I wasn't expected? I don't think anything will, but just in case with that card. I still get triggered on things when I think that I've dealt with everything, but I don't react as badly as I used to, okay? I might have a fuck my life moment, but then I'm like, no, everything's fine. Just get back on it. Yes, good, good, good. But yes, he definitely means business. When I see this, he's official person. He means business this time. Reconciliation. Passionate about you. The beautiful 2 of Cups there. Offering you his love. Revealing more to you. Messaging you more. Okay, he's had that wake up call. He's, feeling sort of he might be dwelling in the past, but you're not anymore, okay? He might look back to things or think, you know, he might just be missing the fact that he's not sharing the same bed with you at the moment, you know, sort of thing. But he's certainly, for this to come out first and wanting a new start. Well done. Well done. Another little success story there. Do love a success story. Even if it doesn't go on the channel, I still love success stories. I love helping people. And I know it doesn't seem like what I'm saying. When you're in that hurt, when you're in that separation, when you're just wanting somebody in your life, to hear that you've got to change the story about you, that you've got to work on yourself, you've got to see your person differently, you've got to let go of the past, it just seems an impossible task. It just seems, how can I do that? It hurts. But when you do, and then you start to see your person conform to how you want them to treat you, how you wanted the relationship before, but now you're not getting triggered and you're not arguing, and you know that you're beautiful, you know you're good enough. Oh my God, it's just amazing. Yeah, having that freedom, having that liberation, to have found the real you, to have found the real you, and to not have to get triggered, to not think that you're second best, to know that you're beautiful, to know that you are good enough, and to know that you can have what you want. But remember, Wendy, you're still not at the end of your movie. You're not moved in together yet. Keep going. Keep going. It's coming. Romantic feelings, definitely coming. Right. Yes, good, good, good. Yes, he's your man, it's done. It's created, and you live happily and blissfully with each other. Just love it. That's nice. Right then, my kittens, there's 12 people watching. There's none of you 12 that are wanting a reading now, is there? Because if there's not, then I will come off and go to bed. I don't want to come off if somebody is in the midst of pain or whatever. But yes, definitely, Tanya and Wendy Ann, you are star pupils today. Give yourselves a gold badge, a gold star. Just doing my job, just doing my job. No, I'm really, really pleased. Really, so pleased. I can go to bed a very happy bunny tonight, knowing that two of my little pupils have earned their gold medals today. And lots of other little fledglings who will be getting their gold medals too. So well done. Yes, definitely. Right then, my lovelies, it's all quiet on the Western Front, so I will bow out and hopefully speak to you over the weekend. Definitely not Saturdays, but I might pop on here Sunday, if not definitely Monday. And back to the next session will be the free session, free card reading ones as well. So Wendy and Tanya, thank you so much for joining me. All of you who had readings or have been listening in the chat or joining in the chat, well done and thank you for supporting the channel, and hopefully your lives will change as well, just like Wendy and Tanya have turned their lives around. So love you all, thank you for the support, love and light.